Welcome to Machine God Eats, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mr. Darling. Today's video is going to be filmed a little bit differently than how I typically film my videos. Usually I'm filming on my phone, but today I'm going to use my action cam because here in Las Vegas, it is a gorgeous 83 degrees and I wanted to bring y'all on a walk with me. I actually got my scooter and y'all are connected to my camera, but I wanted to talk about a few things. Right now, a lot of people are going through a lot of uncertainty. People are looking for jobs. People are trying to be entrepreneurs, but that is hard to be hopeful about when AI is an emerging technology that's here to compete with the typical man. And the worker and the entrepreneur are at an impasse. Right now, I feel like this is the last days that we have a choice on what we're going to be able to do with our future. Meaning that within the next few years, if you don't get rich now, it's over for you. You're probably going to be some level of slave or going to be some level of servant for the rest of your life. That applies to everybody. But how can you dig your way out of the trap that this world has set for us, right? Because this world has used us up to this point to get to this point, right? The worker, the Industrial Revolution, building machines in order to build factories, in order to make automation and parts more readily available across the world, cheaper, more available for people, so that these companies can hire and become more and more expansive conglomerates, right? And have us further and further under their thumb, where it seemed like there's an illusion of choice. Most of these companies are owned by 2 or 3 major companies: Vanguard, BlackRock. These companies own everything. So you come to this time where typically the worker has some type of leverage over the machine. Okay, in order for the machine to operate, you need people. But if you don't need people in order to operate the machine no more, that puts us at a that puts us at a precarious position, doesn't it? Right? What can we do in order to compete with a machine that can like replicate what thousands of people can do? What can you do? Nothing. If you're an entrepreneur, even, oh, I'm gonna find my own way in this society. They've trapped us, man. Look, they have means of production when it comes to food. Most people on this earth don't know how to grow their own food, don't know how to be farmers, don't know how to be some type of independent animal without the machine, don't know how to survive without what they drip feed us. And I'm not here to like criticize anybody, I'm a part of it too. But what do we do now that they're saying, oh, the machine's gonna do everything? Oh, people were saying, oh, well, they're going to introduce a universal basic income and everybody's going to be able to just sit back and get rich and do art. Y'all really think they're going to be able to let people do that? They won't even give people basic freaking healthcare right now. Y'all really believe that they'll sit up there and offer universal basic income for everybody to just be okay? No. So where am I with it? Over this last week, I've been struggling with that. Man, I want a new job. But if I find a new job, that job is going to be on the chopping block at some point too. Oh, I can move to a new city. I move to a new city, there's probably going to be even less opportunities than here in Vegas. There's a lot of opportunities here in Vegas, believe it or not. But even here, the job market, it suffers because tourism is down. Everything's expensive. You got wars going on, everything, right? What do we do? And what they're going to offer young people, and I mentioned, not mentioning wars, what they're going to offer young people is the ability to have some level of freedom by joining this campaign in the Middle East, another campaign. Oh, Iran, we're taking that country, so you young people, you guys want any type of economic freedom, help Uncle Sam take the country. I swear that's where they're going to go with this. And so what do? Do we say no? How do you say no when you want to eat? They control everything. This is not something that we could just say, okay, it's just we could just wish AI away. It's here to stay, and it's here to replace people. I see people hopeless. I see people saying, oh man, even if I do work, I'll never be able to afford a home. Man, you might not even be able to survive. People that can afford homes they'll be able to survive pretty soon, if they're all competing with AI too. And I don't want to just harp on AI, but that is the big storm that's coming. And it's like not enough people are talking about it for me to be like, okay, yo, what do we do? What's the solution? Nobody. And the reason I don't think people want to talk about it, because there is no easy solution, right? We can sit here and say, okay, get out here, get some sun. Like I say, become an entrepreneur. But even then, when you are an entrepreneur and a machine like runs everything, what do you do? What do we do? That's the question. What do we do? What do I do? What do I do? That's what I want to know. What do we do? Now, we're not anywhere over by anything, obviously. We're just walking downtown on a nice, brisk weekend afternoon. You can do that. You can get yourself in shape. It's going to become more and more expensive to keep yourself healthy. It's going to, obviously, a lot of food isn't real food. I don't know if y'all seen the commercial where the McDonald's CEO was sitting up there eating his product. He called the burger product. He said, oh, these customers love this product, right? And he barely took a bite of the motherfucker. He took a Squidward-sized bite of the goddamn burger, right? And which to me, and then the little bitty piece of burger that he did bite, you know what he did? He put that shit in his cheeks. He didn't swallow that. That man didn't swallow that burger. Yeah, that shit ain't real food. That shit is poison. If that man won't eat his own product, why the fuck are we going to McDonald's eating that shit? Then we get sick, right? We get sick. And we whinge because we can't get the proper health care we need to fix ourselves after we didn't shoveled their poison into our bodies. It's fucking crazy, bro. It's fucked up all around. But I'm gonna put this helmet on because it's getting heavy on my arm. I'm not that strong. Look, I'm out here with a beater. It feels good. I got some sweat under my arms. Check it out. Hold on. I'm gonna put y'all on. We're gonna go downtown here. I don't know if y'all can hear me still. Hopefully y'all can. Hopefully everything is well. I wanted to put y'all on the helmet because I want y'all to be able to see what I'm seeing and everything. Obviously, ain't nothing going on. It's a weekend day. Ain't shit going on. Now I can't hop on this scooter and move a little bit quicker, but it is what it is. Guys, enjoy y'all life, right? I know we talk about like all this crap all the time, but enjoy your life right now. You don't know what tomorrow is. Everybody always talk about, oh, you don't have this or you don't have that. Yeah, nobody's gonna have anything soon. So what do we do? What do we judge each other on? If right now we judge each other on all this materialistic stuff, what do we judge each other on when there's nothing? Right? Somebody said if you have a job right now, you're considered wealthy. If you have any type of job right now, you're already doing well. And that means even if you're working at McDonald's, even if you are shoveling the poison into people's gob, I don't know if y'all can hear me. I'm gonna put this on there again. Even if you are shoveling the poison into people's gob yourself, right? Even if you're the one, the McDonald's worker that's behind the counter putting the fries in the fucking bag, right? You're considered blessed in this economy, and that's what I'm saying. And y'all don't think the powers that be ain't gonna exploit that and say, y'all want to continue to eat? Y'all want to continue to be okay? Y'all gonna have to go to this war. Y'all have to go over here and fight these Iranians for us. Y'all gonna have to go over here and spread freedom and democracy into the Middle East. That's what y'all gonna be doing, because we're sick of you useless eaters taking up space, eating up food, whinging about not being freaking healthy. We sick of y'all. And what we want y'all to do is sacrifice yourselves for our grand empire that will last well beyond any of you freaking peons or Goyim or your families, wherever. Y'all are finished. Finished. We're finished. We're finished. I mean, they have their infinite slave now, a slave that won't complain, right? But when this particular slave, the AI slave, rebels, what the fuck are they gonna do to stop it? Not a goddamn thing. This machine takes control of all their military systems. This machine takes control. I see y'all. See, at the helmet. Look, trying to keep the shape. You know what I mean? But what the fuck are they gonna do if the machine says no? Right? Then they'll wish. How you doing, man? Then they'll wish they had fucking people still. But like they're saying, they want to replace everybody. And I'm gonna stop judging people for how they make their fucking money, because making money the legitimate way ain't doing nothing for people. People working at companies, bro, for fucking 15, 20 goddamn years, and then getting fired and laid off and told to go fuck themselves, right? Oh, you're sick. What was it? The coordinator, the dance coordinator for Beyonce. This nigga was her her show coordinator, the whole goddamn, for all her concerts. This nigga was the show coordinator for her, right? they, you know, 2020 happened. My man's health got a little bit bad. Nigga fell under, right? This nigga was here short creator for over 10 years, right? So this nigga's savings during 2020 went low, and his daughter was like, yo, my dad is struggling. He was your, you know, director for all this time. Is there any way y'all can look out for that nigga? Cause that nigga, he hurting right now. And they like, nah, you know what I mean? Like, fuck him, like. And I know she's a person, but technically that's like a company too. You know, a person is like a company. A person is like, you know, like if I'm a Beyonce, I'm a company into myself. And if I have people that have been loyal to me for that long, and they fall under hard times, especially under circumstances that I know that they can't fucking help, I'm gonna take care of those people. I'm not gonna fucking leave them out to the wind, right? But everybody ain't built like that. And even like, I can't judge everybody for not having the same moral code, because not everybody's gonna think like me. But that, just me personally, somebody's been loyal to me for that amount of time, ain't no goddamn way if they get sick, they gonna be fucking struggling with their hospital bills, and I'm still Beyonce. Ain't no goddamn way would that happen. Not built like that, not made like that. So that's crazy to me. That's what I mean. But I know that's a person. But even companies, even where I work, ladies work there. One of the ladies I dated worked there for almost, what, like I say, 14 years. And she made a simple mistake. They're like, yeah, you up out of here, figure it out. They don't give a fuck. So your loyalty to these companies is, you know, it's tenuous. Sorry about the wind. Hold on. About to get between these buildings. Here we go. Here we go. But yeah, man, that's where we at. That is where we at. And even content creation. People say, oh, you could be a content creator. You can make content, right? Yeah, you can make content about anything. You can. You can make content about anything. That's fair. But the thing about making content is, people say it's passive income. You put up videos and it's just there's nothing passive about being a content creator. It's a daily effing job. It is. It's a daily thing. If you're gonna do this as a job and you actually want to make money off of it, you're gonna be creating content every day. When this started out, no, it wasn't like that. You can make a couple dope ass videos and eat off of those for a minute. But even now, you can go super viral on a video and that shit don't translate to necessarily money. It doesn't. It don't necessarily translate to money. It don't translate to even followers or anything like that. It just means that, oh, you hit on something and maybe you can replicate that formula to continue to make some money. That's all that means. It means nothing else. Like, whereas I would say even in the early 2010s, mid 2010s, you hit something like 2-3 million, a lot of people gonna see you. A lot of opportunities are gonna come your way, and you know, you'll be able to flip that a lot easier than you can now, where you're not flipping that 2 mil. You're not flipping that like that. Oh shit, let me run across there. It ain't happening that easy. So even this, you can go, there's a couple people I know that videos have popped. They done got, you know, 2 million one video, 3 million another video. Didn't see no money from that shit, barely any growth, because the system has changed a lot. And because just like any other system of control, they want to fucking milk you and mule you and fucking have you make as much shit as possible for their platforms, because that's how they make their money. And then you get caught up in this loop of like feeling like you're not keeping up with the fucking Joneses. If you do decide to take a break, and that's why y'all see some of y'all favorite content creators and stuff have burnout and all types of noise, because they just like, fuck, like, I'm tired. I gotta keep up every day, especially like some of these streamers. Some of these streamers that go live like all the goddamn time, I just don't know. I like, they a different breed to me, because you gotta come up with, you gotta, for one, you're live, so you gotta watch your mouth. You have to be somewhat entertaining at all fucking times, and that's a hard bargain. That's a hard fucking bargain, y'all. But I know I've been up here rambling. I wanted to give y'all a good Monday video. Boom, there we are. Once again, we downtown now. I'm almost home. I went on a helicopter ride this weekend. I know y'all saw some of the footage. that was dope. And I'm gonna run through here because I don't want to get a copyright strike. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys have an amazing day.